In April 1917, America entered the First World War. Upon arriving in France, General Pershing, the leader of the American Expeditionary Forces, soon realized that in order to fight a modern war across fronts that spanned hundreds of miles, he needed a state-of-the-art telephone system, like the one he was accustomed to back home. Neither the all-male Signal Corps officers nor the local French telephone operators were fast enough. And so the call went out. Advertisements ran in newspapers all around the country, and young women everywhere leapt at the chance to do their bit for their country. In the space of a few months, the War Department received applications from over 7,000 women seeking to serve. Because of her experience as a chief operator at Bell Telephone, Grace Banker was selected to lead the first unit of 33 women, which shipped out from Hoboken on March 2nd, 1918.
What's with the butterflies? Haven't you wanted this, Gracie? You've got to be tough. Stop with the waffling. Haven't you felt like you haven't been doing enough?
After a perilous 11 days crossing the Atlantic, the group of 33 women was divided into 3 sections and went to various outposts. Grace's group was assigned to General Pershing's headquarters in Chaumont. As the new recruits got to work, American soldiers, after months of dealing with male or French operators, rejoiced.
The greatest gift this army could bestow is hearing proper operators say hello.
As the summer of 1918 wore on, American troops began to see more and more action, but the women were kept out of any danger, serving many miles from the front. Male operators continued to run the so-called fighting lines during actual battles, even though it was generally acknowledged that the female operators were far more efficient at the work. In late August, as the AEF prepared for their biggest campaign yet at Saint-Mihiel, the Army decided that perhaps women were needed at the front after all. When the opportunity arose, nearly every hello girl in France volunteered.
We gotta be where it's life and live, where it's sink or swim, where we're laying it all on the line like him. We wanna share in the honor of bearing that front. We gotta be at the front.
Grace Banker was among those selected to serve at the front in the Battle of Saint-Mihiel. From there, the team was sent north and ran the fighting lines during the Meuse-Argonne offensive that led to the war's end. Conditions at the front were harsh. The women worked long hours with little sleep, often within range of German artillery.
Ladies, this is the G3 board. These are the fighting lines, and we expect they will all be in use almost all of the time.
One day near the war's end, the building in which the women worked caught fire. Despite the danger, Grace and her team refused to leave their post until they were eventually threatened with court-martial. Even then, they returned to work as soon as the fire was out. For her heroism and leadership during her time at the front, Grace Banker was awarded the Distinguished Service Medal. When the Hello Girls returned home after the war, they were informed by the government that they were not eligible for veterans' benefits. They were, according to the Veterans Administration, civilian contractors. A group of the women decided to keep fighting. They began a legal battle with the U.S. government that lasted for 60 years, persisting, working to have their role in the war acknowledged equally with the men's.
And maybe I've gotten as far as a woman can get for now, but maybe the struggle has just begun, and maybe because of the things you've done, others will follow, and they will go further.
Finally, in 1977, the Hello Girls were granted veteran status by the U.S. Congress. Of the 223 women who served overseas, only 33 survived to receive their honorable discharge papers. Today, we remember and celebrate the service of the Hello Girls, America's first female soldiers. This is their story.